See, my dreams are so much different. Like, it's a whole different reality in that, like a form in my head. Like, every time I have a dream, it's on a certain frequency, you know what I mean? That it's hard for me to describe every time I wake up what I'm feeling from the dream of like the reality that is playing out. So, what I'm trying to say is that I had a dream that I was laying carpet with my brother Sean, and I was laying carpet and everything, and then somehow we got mad at each other about something, but then everything was resolved. But then I was in a different house playing with like toys, you know, in this box house thing, and there's a big room and everything, and this. But I was playing around with different like toys and stuff, and then after that, I remember that I had to go somewhere on a bus. Then I was talking to some people that were my friends on the bus, but I had three shirts, one blanket, and one backpack. So what I was doing is with this backpack, I got the backpack and three shirts, but I left the blanket because it was a new blanket that I just got anyway. So if it wasn't there when I got back, it would have been totally fine. But I went to this big house, you know, and stuff. But before then, we're walking around with other people that were touring the land around the area. So there was like trails to other buildings and different buildings, you know what I mean? But I was walking through the trails and talking to some of the managers or whatever that were there. And then when I went into the building, I was joking around with my friend or whatever, or just talking about certain things that I couldn't very much remember. But it was pretty cool. And then I walked to change my shirt, and they said it's such a nice day out. I'm gonna be outside all day. I'm gonna be outside all day because it was during the summertime. You know what I mean? So what I'm basically saying is that then I was watching this thing on TV when I was about to change in my shirt, and there was like this island, and there was on TV, and there was a bunch of is during the summertime where the trees were luscious and everything. But there was this tiny little boat, and it seemed like these islands were massive, like huge, like islands. And it's just I never saw anything like that on the travel show, like seeing things like for that perspective. You know what I mean? Something like that out there because it was a different realm. It was a different reality in a dream. So I've never seen something like quite like that terrain before in that outcome because dreams hold different key realities, the realities of many different whole planes of existence, hold different forms of intelligence, reality, forms of aspects of yourself, and everything like this, and multiple different things. Like that dream, everything was like stable, and well, it was a certain time on Earth in the dream where everything was working out good, but there wasn't superpowers or whatever in the mind like that. But there was still the purity of mind, the innocence of the human being. The everybody I was around was enjoying their time and having this sort of thing to look forward to, and it was a good ordeal of things. Like every time I'm in the dream realm, I'm around other people talking to a bunch of different people. Like that's just how it is in the different realities. And in this reality, it doesn't happen as much. Like people don't have like a whole bunch of friends, like say hundreds and hundreds of friends, like that you talk to every day, that you physically talk to every day. You know what I mean? People are not like on that scale of things in this reality, and that's why I think the dream realm, in certain times, hold different key aspects of the relatability to certain things. People have more time in that reality to actually orchestrate and accomplish their goals and have teamwork with multiple states of consciousness, meaning that we're more fulfilled in our state of awareness. We're not just isolated to ourselves and only having ourselves to manifest our creation. Because if others manifest within the whole creation of what we're manifesting, things would be a higher manifestation. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, a lower manifestation is saying you're relying on all your manifestations just from yourself. So then it can only go so far in every fragment of time that you pass. So what I'm trying to say is that we have multiple key aspects of our awareness that we can do, but it only goes to a certain level of things through a whole day's time. And if we're around, say, 50 other people, it would be like 50 times 50. You know what I mean? The state of awareness in everything that we're around. So that's just putting it into perspective like that. But so basically, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say is that everybody in the whole universe has these capabilities and awarenesses with their consciousness. And once we remember a dream, we're taking back bits of consciousness and it's actually remembered and processed, but it's not the same reality. So we might feel like we're living in that reality of the dream realm when we first wake up, but then this reality takes over and it devours you in a sort of sense where you're in the mix of this reality and whatever this holds in this sort of standpoint of reality. And then we have to deal with that sort of reality every time that we wake up in the dream realm too. There's different states of reality, lower ones, higher ones, where dreams we can fly and do all these things, and it's all possible. But certain realities are lower in dimension, so it holds different key aspects or of the self, so it has things that are like really hard to describe. Like certain key aspects of lower dimensional selves and different magic that dwells there. And there's certain key aspects of the heightened state of mind, even in them realms, that you can experience. It's not the self is powerful. The reality that we're living in is also very powerful and controls how we feel. But it's basically like like McDonald's has a different energy than Quick Trip. They're just a little different, you know. It's just that's what I'm trying to say is that we all have different sort of realities that we live, and this is a state of consciousness that our awareness can be attuned to different states of realities, and that's how when we remember our dreams, we get that sort of aspect, but it can help us motivate to create more on that sort of aspect of things. So then things would be better. But anyway, yep. Have a good day, everybody. Neo worships divine goddess, divine goddesses. Hope you're doing amazing. Neo worships divine princess, divine princesses. I hope you're doing amazing. And yeah, divine goddess and divine princess are like this. They're the same thing pretty much. It's just that what I call them, you know, the girls. So anyway, have a good day. All right. Yep. Bye.